Hey guys, welcome back. The officially unofficial X Rebirth Let's Play. I'm Enigmius, and today we're continuing with the campaign. Now, I had originally hoped that we might be able to mess around a little bit with capital ships flying around doing things that capital ships like to do, but the campaign has us kind of limited in terms of where we can go and why. So we're just going to carry on, and eventually those limitations should become less of an issue. I'm hopeful because you can see over here, way off in the distance, that green box is our Canterrans that we captured in the last episode. And then we went on to capture a mining ship that if I were to look around hard enough I would find. And then between that episode and this one, I captured another ship. We're going to go take a look at it now because it's for the time being my pride and joy, because it's worth a lot, and you wouldn't necessarily know it by looking at it. You can see here, I get a kick out of this. The middle section is just a burnt out mess. Now what happened was I captured the ship, and as is normal with capturing the ship, one of the first things that we do is we disable the jump drive so the ship can't escape. Then we disable the engines, then we launch our boarding party, and then we go around and we destroy various different hard points that you can see here smoking. We took out some turrets and some force field generators. Just a standard boarding operation, but I didn't have all the crew that I needed to man the ship. And after searching throughout this entire zone, the various different stations here, there's 3 or 4 different stations, I wasn't able to actually find anyone that I needed, so I left the zone to another one, found the crew that I needed, brought them back, and the great plasma vents from the bottom of the ship had stopped, because I did leave an engineer here, except this whole middle section. I guess the engineer was kind of slow in getting the job done. You can see we've got more smoke over there, and we've got in the in the hangar, what's left of the drone bay is also a smoking mess. So the ship is in rough shape visually, but the hull is at 75%, courtesy of our engineer, who is not very good at all. It can move and it can jump. It just looks like it's about to fall apart. Now you're probably wondering, yippee dude, the ship's busted up. What do you care? Why does it matter? Well, this was a weapons transport, and it's got, I haven't been able to get a reasonable estimate shy of tens if not hundreds of millions worth of goods on board. So what I was hoping to do was take this to damned hot air in the De Vries system. I think it's system at that level, and repair it and sell off all of that crap in the cargo hold and start building some other kind of nifty cool capital ship. Can't do it, can't get through the gate. I can jump, but you can't jump galaxies or systems or whatever the meta sized units are. You can't do it. So like this ship, it's pretty cool, and I like capturing ships, which is why we need to continue the campaign, because if I stay here, I'm just going to keep capturing ships, and Plutarch hates me enough as it is.
Tony, your ships are recovered and the crews are safe. I'm transferring control over to you now.
What are you going to do now?
We'll move on. There's a lot of space to hide in. No use sitting in one place for too long. We still have many people being held. Plutarch will take this time to build up their forces. We expect their drone production will go into overdrive.
I think we'd like to continue exploring relations with the Canterran people in De Vries. At least get them some of the supplies and repairs.
War can only escalate until we disable Plutarch's shipbuilding operations. We may need a place for refugees to escape to. If these Canterrans can help, I'm willing to expend some effort in aiding them. To remain on the move from Plutarch forces. If we don't have the luxury of building our strength in one location, that being the case, one of our builder ships is at your disposal. I hope you'll be able to do some good in De Vries, and without interference from Plutarch.
Thank you, Captain Borman. We'll put it to good use.
Good. You two just stay out of trouble. Borman out.
Let's make sure our ships are in a safe place.
Right. I've put together a list of wares the Canterrans may have use for. Nothing too valuable for this trial run. When we're ready, I'll try and contact Borman to see if he can help us get through the gate.
Now, one of the things that I'm finding is I'm starting to get a little bit more into using the map because we're branching out, we're exploring a little bit more. It's getting beyond the point where a person can reasonably keep track of everything. So we can start using the maps to figure out what we've explored and where we need to go. Now, Lookout Alpha is where we're going to end up for the mission. It's where we have to go through the gate. Well, we can look at Inner World, and then it brings up a list of all of the zones in Inner World. We are in Distress Reek, which is just such a great name. And it tells you just very quickly what the different yields are, resources that you can gather in the zone. Underneath the name, it says yields whatever. It tells you also the percentage that you've explored in that area, and then you can click on each one to get a better idea of what's going on. So, for example, Watergate, there's a PMC Arms Tech fab that is hostile. They do not like us because it's Plutarch, and a station that we have not yet explored. So if we were to go to Watergate, we would find a station that we could explore, find out what it is. But I'm hoping, you've got PMC Construction Shop that we've barely explored, Water Additives Factory, what? Cuspid Splint, Cellfab, Additives Factory, and let's go to Cuspid Splint, because we seem to end up there all the time anyways, because there's a third station that we know nothing about. You can see here, because we're actually in this zone, that it gives us a list of all the ships in range. So we've got our Albion Skunk, we've got a lot of Plutarch ships, we've got our Tyrannus, that's in very good shape, apparently, and it's it's not showing the oh wait, maybe if I go like this, will it show? Okay, and it shows the other ships because they're in my squad. Alright, that's good, because I was concerned that in the time that I was talking about this, they got blown up. Now also, we can expand this. Look at that. Bureau Security, Apartment Suite, URV Launcher. You can get all of the little bits and bobs that you've explored on the station. So let's see if we go... No, we're gonna... Because we have to find the station that we haven't found before. So we're going to Cuspid Splint. We can just hit Y to plot a course. And as soon as we... The thing to remember is as soon as you arrive in the zone that you plotted a course to, if you have a mission waypoint marker, it will immediately revert to that, which if you forget, like I sometimes do, what station I was trying to get to, you might end up going back where you started, or at least going to the next mission zone, and then you realize, wait a second, I wasn't trying to get here. So I think this is the one over here that I haven't been to, maybe. Maybe. This looks like water treatment, which is not really what I'm interested in. H2O Additives Factory. And this guy over here is what? Burgers Plus. Civilian ship dockyard. Oh, that's kind of neat. Who knew? I guess it makes sense that civilian ships would have to have a place to dock, but this isn't any good for our purposes. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to the next place. All in the name of food. System map. Have we checked all the places? Cuspid Splint, Frozen Circuit, yeah, LMC Construction, Cold Peaks, Crystal Supply. Oh, it's all PMC. Med dispensary, techno complex, arms tech supply, and an unknown. Sinister poem. Here we come. Okay, so I guess I didn't manage that waypoint properly, and then while they were talking, I got distracted by the unexplored bits. Energy array. What we need to do, first of all, is we need to see if all of our ships survived. So we've got the construction vessel that they just gave us, the Rahanis in squad, the Fedhelm in squad, the Tyrannus, and the Gigarum, but we didn't get our first Rahanis back. And I don't really care because it was a free ship. Push coming to shove, sometimes people get it back, sometimes not. All I really want to do right now is find a place to buy food. Universe. See what we got. Universe, navigation, systems. So we're in Albion. Lookout Alpha. Dormant Bear, Epsilon Lowlands, Azure Barrier. Oh, there's my Rahanis. Big ass Plutarch station there. Smokestack. Straining Coppice. Auspicious Excavation. That one looks promising. Actually, no, because there's self-fab and energy arrays, so they'll probably be all similar. Those look like not what I'm looking for. Distant Fume, self-fab. Rexville, Metalworks. Let's go all the way to the top. Badlands Colony, PMC. That's where we started. Epsilon Lowlands. Even Temper. Staples Farmery. That seems like the kind of place where we would find food. Staples Farmery. Staples being basics and Farmery being farm. I can only hope.
Entering Rexville.
Ooh. That was kind of crazy. What's... I think it was saying that we had only identified one of the... Oh yeah, this one's definitely PMC, bastards. Cell recharge factory. And this one I think I've already partially explored. Metalworks yard, yep. We are moving along before they bring their guns to bear.
Ships.
Alright, we're in Even Temper, which was not our selected destination. I don't remember, but we've got a giant cow on a billboard. So if that isn't pointing us in the direction of Burgers Plus, I'm not sure what is. So we're going to take a look around, and if we're lucky, we'll be well on our way to our 300 Happy Meal quota. We can load it up in a freighter, and we can get on to DeVries before Plutarch gets on to us. Had to do it. It was there. Just trying to keep an eye peeled. There, look! It's there! It's a miracle. It's Burgers Plus. They've got 500,000 Happy Meals for sale. What a glorious day. Now we just gotta get them to DeVries.